The arts and ballet specifically sort of have a stigma of not being a lucrative profession. And that for me is a shame, because if you're a ballet dancer, you're not doing it for the money, you're doing it because you love it and it's something you're passionate about. But it is a profession that a lot of people make a very, very good living in.
Did he say a ballet dancer? I'm sorry. Can y'all run that by me one more time? Did he say we're ballet? Did he say she's a ballet dancer or they are ballet dancers? I just want to make sure that we on the same page. I have not judged yet because I am going to judge. That's why I'm here. $560 to store your embryos per year in Syracuse, New Jersey. All right, cool. So that's not that expensive at all. $560 a year, that's not much. Are they married? And are they both ballet dancers, or is she a ballet dancer and they make $175,000 a year and he does something else? Or is he a ballet dancer and she doing something else? All right, we're just going to get into it.
My name is Dylan Gutierrez.
Oh, fucking A. Not that type. You know the type. When they walk around with the silver chains. Well, Anton, don't judge too early. Let him tell his story. I'm curious.
30 years old.
I'm
30.
Geraldine Mendoza. I'm 29 years old.
And together we make $178,000 a year.
Okay.
As professional ballet dancers.
So they're getting it back. Together they make $178,000 a year. So let's just assume that they both making $86,000, $87,000 a year.
Here in Chicago, Illinois.
We both met at the Joffrey Ballet. Geraldine joined in 2011, and I joined in 2009. Once she joined the company,
Don't
we
they
crossed
feet be
paths
messed
kind
up?
of immediately, and the rest is history. Last year, I took home about $77,000 from the Joffrey Ballet.
And I made $66,000 from the Joffrey Ballet.
Okay, so he made $77,000 from the ballet and she made $66,000. Now that does not equate up to $178,000 a year. Okay. What did he say? 76,000 and she said 66. So that's 82 plus 6, 142. So they made $142,000 from the ballet combined. He made 76, she made 66, and if my math is correct, that's 142. I think it is. And they met at the ballet, and she liked his posture and he liked her ankles. And I think they feet be messed up too, but let's continue. Oh, so they teach classes and they perform for other companies' productions. So they got side hustles and side gigs.
Last year, I made $15,000 in additional income.
And I made $20,000 in additional
Why they
income.
acting like robots? Okay, I don't see a problem yet.
We bought this apartment 3 years ago.
In 2017 of May.
And it was originally listed at $349,000. Actually, we managed to get it for $338,000 because we offered free tickets to the ballet for a season to the previous owners.
But I'm wondering, are they married though? And let me tell you why. Because if they bought this together, and I was just reading an article where a guy that was a boyfriend and a girlfriend bought a property together, and it wound up being in one of their names or something like that, and they made a $200,000 profit. But after they broke up, she ain't want to send out the money, and now they got to get lawyers and all of this. It could get super messy. So if they bought a property together, but they don't have the proper paperwork or they're not married, this is gonna turn out bad.
We put down $15K.
Did he say $360,000 or $340,000 for the property? And he put down $15,000? They must have put down 3.5%. First time buyer, mistake. First time buyer, private mortgage insurance. Instead of putting down 20%, which I'm assuming that they couldn't raise up 20%, because I'm assuming that their lifestyle must be pretty egregious. 20% would have been the equivalent of about $70,000. But they put down $15,000. So I'm guessing they put down the 3.5%. But now they got to pay private mortgage insurance. And their payments are significantly higher because the majority of their payments is going towards the interest instead of the principal. Let's continue.
We were kind of upset that it didn't come with a parking spot. But
They ain't got a parking spot?
in the long run, we're so thankful because we don't have a car, and I don't think we'd ever have a car here in Chicago.
So they pay $2,000 a month on their mortgage, spent $30,000 on
Our
renovations.
big main renovations were the kitchen and then the 2 bathrooms.
John Doe says, I'm 40 with no kids, and people always ask me why I don't have no kids. Why I don't have kids. I have always been indecisive about procreation, and I never wanted to do it just because parenthood isn't for everyone. I feel you, John, and I think that you should live your life free as a bird, do what you want to do, and as long as you're being responsible, nobody should force you, or don't let your family or nobody else force you into doing something that you don't want to do, because then it's going to be bad. Shout out to the people with no kids that's taking care of their business and being responsible.
I don't really
I got a
budget
dog.
per se, but when I do spend my money, I make sure
Let's see what
that
this
it
is.
is somewhat essential. I
Fucking
don't
A.
go to the nail salon. I just cut my nails myself.
But they so stupid. Oh my gosh. Look at this budget. They spend $2,900 a month on food. This is why they couldn't put down their 20%. They spend $2,900 a month on food. Wait. You're telling me that they spend $2,885 a month, which is the equivalent of $900 more than their mortgage on food. What? How is that possible? It's 2 of you. What are they talking about? They not even fat. Where's all of this food coming from? All right, let's go through this. This is crazy. This is stupid. Even if you eat out every day, you're not even coming close to that. You can eat out every day and you did not come to $3,000 in food. $1,000 a month for a pet? This budget is a piece of shit. They don't put no money into savings, no money into investments, no nothing. They just dancing. They eventually gonna age out, which means that their career is gonna come to a halt because they're gonna basically lose that $142,000 a year in income. This is a disaster waiting to happen. Subscriptions $105, cabs $130, phone bill $165, hobbies $220. Who knows what that is? I thought their hobby was dancing. Shout out to Marcel. Said they be at the Root. They be at Root Chris every day. They gotta be. Utilities $446. I guess if you have electric, it's only 2 of them. How is their utilities high? My utility bill be like $19 a month sometimes. My gas bill. My gas bill be like $19 a month. How's their utilities high? I don't understand that. $1,000 a month for chemo for a dog, and $2,900 in food, and they have nothing that they're investing. That's why they was only able to put down $15,000. They spending $2,900 a month in food. Oh my God. Let's go ahead and get through this sad story.
Don't buy water bottles. We try not to buy coffee. Just those little things that we could spend money on, they do add up.
They engaged. They're not even married yet. Oh my God.
We do split pretty much everything right down the middle.
We love to go out to dinner. We love to go with friends.
We know.
And also, it's been really helpful in relationship building for us around Chicago. We've made some really good friends with owners and
$520 on groceries, $600 at restaurants, and $1,700 on takeout. So she don't cook, and neither do he. $520 on groceries. The $520 on groceries should be close to enough. $520 on groceries, $600 on restaurants, and $1,700 on $1,700 on takeout in 1 month. That is insane. I've never seen nothing like that in my life. Kingdom Minded says, I hate to hear your curse, but when you say F and A, I must admit I crack up. I'm trying to taper what it is that I'm saying. That sounds stupid. It says food in Chicago is amazing, but not $2,900 amazing. You ain't lying. It ain't nowhere that's amazing. Let's get through this Victim Olympics.
Managers of certain restaurants that we really like.
I grew up in San Francisco, California.
We know.
And
I can tell.
My parents invested in a lot of properties pretty early. My parents kind of have this money philosophy of if you don't need it, you shouldn't buy it. And I kind of adapted that philosophy.
My relationship with
That's cap. Because they spend all of their money on food. She literally just...
money growing up it wasn't really like a focal point of my kind of family's outlook. Both of my parents are artists. My dad being a musician and my mom being a ballet dancer and a ballet teacher.
So I knew he was going to be a fairy.
Something we mainly discussed. When
We knew he was going to be a fairy.
She really taught me how to value having money. I used to value spending my money, like getting it in and then seeing what I could spend it on. And with her, she taught me how to value actually having it in the bank.
My number one rule with my checking account, my spending money, is that I always have a cushion of $1,000 in there, no matter what.
These people are broke, bro. I'm going to just tell you straight up. At $178,000 a year, they are broke. They paying an egregious amount of taxes. They don't even got no car, and they're eating their money up. They're literally eating their money. I've never seen anything like this ever before. Y'all got to keep sending me these videos. Don't worry, John. I'm about to get over there. I got to, Apple takes some time before they show
ballet, up. It really varies.
I'm watching
some
it
people,
over here.
it's 25. They go on to do something else, but full career in ballet will usually end around 35 or 40. It's really important to save now, and we're savers. We like to see our savings. We have it in a savings account.
We don't have a 401k. I don't like the idea of waiting to see that money when you're 65.
Especially since our retirement age is 35, 40.
They don't have a 401k. How stupid are these people? They learn nothing from their parents. Strong, but good times make weak men. Weak men make strong times. This is why people need to go through stuff. This is dumb. They contributed $200 total.
We were very much impacted by COVID-19. We usually have a program in October, which is about 10 shows.
If they get takeout is through Uber Eats, that's $250 in actual food, and the rest is fees. Really?
And then, of course,
that's
we have
crazy.
The famous Nutcracker, which runs for about 30 shows in December. And unfortunately, Nutcracker...
And they already said that their retirement age is going to be coming up soon.
And our October program were both canceled this season.
He looked like a...
While it's a huge blow, we both have been taken very good care of by the Joffrey and the dancers as well.
During COVID, the Joffrey gave each dancer a 4x6 piece of marley, which is kind of flooring that's appropriate for doing ballet. So we laid it out here. We moved this table over there and moved that couch here so we could have like a
dance studio.
Oh no, Zesty is in the building. And they got unemployment? Oh man, this is a disaster. This is a disaster.
My last very big splurge was an engagement ring for Geraldine.
Oh,
I
Jesus.
proposed to her almost a year ago on September 26th.
Don't do it.
I did spend a lot of my money on
Don't do
her
it.
ring. I wanted her to have something really beautiful on
Don't
her
do
finger
it.
for the rest of our lives, and I wanted it to be really special for her. And honestly, you know, if I had all the money in the world,
This is a disaster waiting to
spend it
happen.
on Geraldine if I had the choice.
He said if I had all of the more money in the world, I would have spent it on Geraldine if I had the choice. I'm telling you, listen, y'all. I learned this in California. I'm going to do a straight up live stream on this. The simpest dudes in the world are white men. I'm telling you, the simpest dudes in the world are white men.
We're not in a rush really because we're
You know, he spent the
essentially
grip on that
married
ring.
already.
Don't do too much too fast. Grow into it.
But also our dog Kahlua is a little old lady. She was diagnosed with lymphoma. I think we spent almost like $8,000 to $9,000 on her chemo treatments. And actually yesterday morning we found out that she got it again. The thought
So
of
you
like
waste
going
all
to
of that
Italy
money,
and leaving
$10,000.
her behind is like definitely not a priority for us.
Jesus, I know the dog like put me out of my misery.
We
Good
love
grief.
her very much and don't want to give up on her, so we're gonna go ahead with treatments with her again and do our best to keep her around as long
Ain't they on unemployment? Ain't even no show scheduled.
as possible.
Fellas, y'all gotta be leaders in your household. You cannot be
Career
this weak.
goals for After We Dance seem pretty lofty. It's one of the reasons why we have kind of strict saving rules and why Geraldine wants us to save a lot of money. One of my goals
Why does she want you to save a lot of money? And why aren't you taking control and having ownership of what goes on in your household? Grow up, man.
is to start a production company eventually. So I would really like to create a lot more content around the arts that doesn't just relate to other artists.
He gonna be
and
broke,
dancers.
y'all.
I want
I'm
it to
telling you.
relate to people as a whole.
He gonna be
And
broke.
I would love to pursue a career in interior design after I'm done dancing. I don't know which avenue to take. I just know that I love to kind of curate rooms and vibes.
So they
and
redid
it
their own
kinda
place
gives me
and
the
now she
same
an interior
joy
designer.
as
Okay.
when I'm dancing on stage.
This is so
After
dumb.
our careers in dance, we would still like to hopefully have this place.
Shout out to
and
Marcel.
Airbnb it or rent it out, depending on where we move. But we
Says
would
he's
like
gonna be sleeping in his car complaining on YouTube if things don't work out.
to move
He
back
probably
to
already gonna be on
California
YouTube. He
eventually,
probably be
but
secretly watching Fight
I feel
Club.
like our apartment here is kind of prime
This is dumb.
real estate because we're right next to Wrigley Field.
This is so dumb.
The reason
them
why I
vans
wanted us to be profiled was I think it's important for people to
Shout
know
out to
that
Farmer
you can make a
DAs, my
living in the
dog. I
arts.
know Farmer DAs want to make sure that they get their loans forgiven too. Because he's performing in the arts inside of his living room. Shout out to my dog, Farmer DAs.
It's not just the people you've heard of that are.
There's no
are
way
doing
I'm spending
well.
$10,000 a
Obviously,
year
we
on,
don't make a ton of
another
money, but we
$10,000
do well
on a
enough
dog.
to really enjoy our lives and also
They don't
get
even
to do
have no
something
money
we
put
love.
up.
And so not only do we feel wealth of the pocket, but we feel wealth of the mind, body, and spirit through what we get to do.
Dumbest thing that I've heard this year. Dumbest thing I heard this year. Shout out to Brock. Pass a love offering. I appreciate you. Dumbest thing that I've heard this year. Beta being directed by his wife, don't have no money put up. Know that his career is about to come to an end. His own unemployment, buying a big ring and spending $2,700, $2,800, $2,900 a month in food and takeout. Fucking A.